when I went to Africa, right? So I went there like a couple times for some different safaris and stuff like that. I felt like some of the people, when you look in their eyes there, it goes further back in time. Does that make any sense to you at all?
I think that it may have, but I believe that would be your
perception of that?
That would be your perception.
Right.
Yeah.
Dude, I talked to this one guy, and I was like, this guy, he's just goddamn just back through. I mean, it just felt like it went back to the, like, just to where the fingers of existence first snapped, right there at the damn sound.
Mm-hmm.
You've gone hunting in Africa?
I did for the first time ever this summer.
You did? Mm-hmm. Did you enjoy it? Were you... were you...
Life-changing experience.
Like, in what way?
I hadn't been to that continent. It wasn't like the going hunting there was life-changing, but one of the things I like about hunting is it immerses you in a situation, and immerses you in an environment in a deeper way than you would be immersed otherwise. Because you're doing something very ancient and base, you know? So it wasn't the experience of being there hunting, but just I hadn't visited that continent. And so I got to go to a couple places. And it just scrambled up my head about, you know, when you see different ways of living, you know. So in that way, it was profound. To me, it was profound.
Did you guys visit some like innate cultures there and stuff like that?
Yeah, like some really ancient cultures. I spent a little bit of time in this place called Maasai land, and met Maasai dudes that are herders, you know. They'll live in structures they make themselves from native material and herd cattle and been herding cattle since, you know, from our perspective, since the beginning of time on this place.
Did it feel like traveling back in time a little bit?
Yeah, it did for me for sure. Just like those glimpses into cultures that have remained relative to our own, that have remained very constant. Okay. So like that was, yeah, here's some photos of Maasai folks. That was very eye-opening.
The dark Amish right there.
Being out, they're herders, you know, they're like,
beautiful.
Oh, dude, stunning. Stunning.
Do you think they have such a different relationship with existence than we do?
Yes.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, like they send like the kids bust their ass. They'll send little kids out. Like when they'll send their kids out to watch the goat herds, man, those kids don't drink water and eat till they come home at night. They raise them to be tough. You kick it more as a grown up. Like kids will work real hard, you know, and as you get older, you kind of get more of like, you get to kick it a little bit more. But when you're a kid, you bust ass. That was fascinating. A lot about it was fascinating. And I also liked the animals. There's a thing that I've like lamented in conversations with my friends, in my writing and all kinds of things. I spend a lot of time thinking about, studying, talking about, writing about Ice Age America. So our continent, what it was like at the Pleistocene, Holocene transition. So like humans that were here during the tail end of the Ice Age, the first people that came here, what were their lives like? And they lived amongst this great abundance and diversity of wildlife that we don't have now.
Yeah,
mammoths, mastodon, short-faced bears, right? All this kind of shit. They had a giant, like a beaver that was the size of a black bear. There was an American lion.
Fuck, man.
There was like
we got a bunch of shit. Aftermarket shit.
Oh, we don't have shit. So going there, like that was the one continent. That was the one continent where all the big shit didn't vanish.
We got fucking Bichons.
Yeah. Africa is the one continent where humans and all this megafauna
never changed.
For whatever reason, it's the one continent where all the big shit didn't vanish. So you still have that great diversity of wildlife. So you can sit in the U.S., like if you're a guy like me who's really interested in history, you can sit in the U.S. and lament that our elephants are gone. Like we don't have like 9, 10, 11, 12, 20 species of ungulates running around at any given time.
Antelopes.
Yeah, like whatever. But you go to Africa, you're like, oh, that's what they were talking about. Like the Ice Age. Here. Yeah, you're like, the Ice Age is alive and well. Like there is an elephant, there's a hippo, there's stuff that weighs thousands of pounds. Like thousands of pounds. There's stuff that weighs tons, you know? And so it didn't, what happened everywhere else didn't happen there. So that was to go like, oh, it's not gone, it's somewhere else, but you can go and be like, this is what it would be like. I wrote down a list. I kept a list on my notes function in my phone. I kept a list of like large mammals species that we encountered. And I can't remember, man. By the time we were done, we had like 27. I could pull up my phone and show you. Maybe I have it. Anyways, I had like 27 large mammal species that I personally laid eyes on.
Wow. That's cool.
And that would be like, that's the shit we're talking about, like in Ice Age America. And so life-changing in those kind of ways.
Yeah.
You know?
I wonder if you had a brain scan whenever you see those types of things, right? As a human, I wonder if there's a different reaction that happens in your brain as opposed to when you see different animals. Like, does it take us back to a part of us that like knew those animals well or knew that they existed? Like, I wonder.
There's a theory about that like, why do that, you know, when you take babies and make them mobile, the animal things, there's it seems to me kind of a cockamamie theory, but there's this idea that, and this is kind of like ancestral Africa thing, that those animals resonate with babies because it's drawing back to some deep memory.
The animals that are on a mobile
megafauna.
Oh yeah,
I don't buy.
It's
that
always
shit.
a giraffe.
I don't buy that shit, but I think it's like I said. I think it's a little goofy, but there is that
you
idea.
think Bluey resonates with? You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. You think Thomas the Train resonates like from prehistoria or whatever? But dude, one thing I will say this: I went on a safari and we're there, right? So the guy, it was like in Amboseli or somewhere. I think we were maybe in Kenya, and the guy.
But you're on a photo safari.
Yeah, we were just like we got out, but only near the place we were staying.
Got it.
Otherwise, we were just kind of in
cruising in trucks.
Cruising in trucks, yeah. Oh, there was a pride of lions that kind of came around us at one point, and they were just laying down, like they weren't bothering us or anything. And the guy is like, "Do not stand up in here. Everybody, just stay. I'm going to start the engine up in a little bit. I'm just going to back out of here." And they were like, someone were like 6 or 7 feet away. Like, it was definitely pretty gnarly. There's probably like 7 or 8 of them. And this one woman's fucking phone goes off, right? And it was like a iCarly ringtone or something. It was like
I don't know what that means.
It was some TV, some children's show. And it was just like, fuck, we were gonna die. And she immediately kind of just like, I don't know. It's just funny that
you thought it would have startled the cat, and the cat might have done something.
Oh, for sure. The guy just said, "Do not make any sharp moves. Do not stand up." And this lady's camera, like phone went off, and she kind of went like that, and the guy just turned around. But it's just like, in a moment's notice, like you can be wiped out because of human ignorance, human error. So
again, it takes up psychological space. Big old cats.
Yeah.
Yeah.